Hi, my name is John Engates. I'm the CTO at Rackspace, and welcome to The Breakdown. Today, I'm joined by Ryan Yard. Ryan is our Director of Solution Engineering on our private cloud platform, our private cloud product.
That's right.
Specifically OpenStack.
That's right. Yep.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do here at Rackspace, Ryan.
Sure. I'm in a customer-facing role, and I work with customers in the enterprise mid-market segment to build OpenStack private clouds for them in their data center, in our data center, pretty much anywhere.
Okay. The reason we're talking to Ryan today is because Ryan's been working on a new capability here at Rackspace that extends OpenStack and our managed services capabilities on the private cloud side beyond just the four walls of a Rackspace data center and into, like you just mentioned, some customer premises facilities. So talk a little bit about what that OpenStack Everywhere capability is and what it means.
Sure. So we're taking Rackspace managed infrastructure and we're putting it in any data center.
Now, what does that mean?
It means a customer's data center. Mm-hmm. It means a third-party colo site. It means an Equinix data center that Rackspace supports.
Okay.
And obviously our great world-class production facilities.
So this is essentially a way for a customer to take advantage of private cloud.
That's right.
Without having to necessarily do it all themselves. So that's the OpenStack as a service bit.
That's right.
But it also means they can do it wherever they like because it doesn't have to just be in a Rackspace owned and operated facility. You're talking about facilities potentially anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world, that's right.
And customer gets to choose that.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. And then I think there's also that point about being able to meet them on this journey, and that everywhere, having that OpenStack everywhere is also about wherever they are. Right. In terms of their path, their consumption model, how they want to do things.
Okay. Where did this idea come from?
So we had done that with a particular customer. We had delivered this solution, and we really decided that it was the time. We started hearing the theme. It was a place for us to take that capability that we had done for one customer and be able to put it all over the world.
Right. So essentially, this new offering is sort of a packaged OpenStack private cloud delivered as a service. We talked about that. And now it's available anywhere. OpenStack everywhere means that the customer can have it in our data center, their partner colo. Why is that important?
Well, there's a talent gap in the industry in terms of where, the barrier for adoption to OpenStack is, do I have the people? Can I do this? And as customers are going through this digital transformation, they need a partner to help them. And we're there.
So we're accelerating the customer's ability to adopt OpenStack by making it a turnkey packaged offering. We're giving them the flexibility to deploy it wherever they want because that's important for some customers.
Right.
Sometimes geography, security, isolation are important aspects of it.
That's right.
We're giving them access to all of our fanatical support engineers on the private cloud side and beyond, which gives them the sort of peace of mind that this thing is going to run well, it's going to scale well, we're going to monitor, make sure the thing is up and running and put an SLA around it.
That's right.
And really just accelerate that time to productivity for the user of the private cloud, because that's ultimately, that's all that matters, right? I mean, these users in the business who are developers, engineers, architects, they want these private cloud capabilities. They don't really care too much where they come from. The enterprise CIO may care a great deal how it gets deployed, and this helps accelerate that.
Right, not only the CIO, but the CFO in many cases. For them, it could be as simple as faster time to revenue. And I think that's pretty important as well. I mean, this is a fully integrated solution. It's hardware, software, service, the whole solution, soup to nuts. We say floor tiles to the C-suite.
Now, this capability is private cloud, but it plays a role in hybrid cloud. That term comes up a lot. Tell us how that plays out.
That's right. So we've built our network stack so that we can put this in any data center. If we put it in an Equinix data center, we get to leverage their cloud exchange, whether that be Amazon or Azure or Rackspace or Google, any one of them that you'd like, and you can burst from your private cloud into your public cloud.
That SLA is important as well, and I think we should talk about what that means to a customer. I mean, what is the SLA?
So we have a 99.99% SLA uptime guarantee on the OpenStack service layer. And then in a Rackspace data center, obviously we have our infrastructure SLAs. Those extend into an Equinix data center as well.
Okay, and so that just gives the customer the guarantee that this is not something that's going to be down at 3 a.m.
That's right.
failing on them, and they're going to have to scramble to get somebody to come in and work on it. We're taking care of all that. We're going to make sure that it's upgraded, secured, patched on
That's
the right, BIOS firmware revisions. All the things that go into this solution are managed by Rackspace.
That's correct. And they're not only that, I mean, we have our network security teams that are going to go in there and manage the firewalls for you, manage the load balancers, manage the switches, the routing, the aggregation tiers. All those things are all managed for you.
We've also built some templates, I understand, in terms of sort of ready to go use cases.
Yeah, and those are focused on that developer persona. The one we have a Hadoop templates, we have big data templates, Mongo, the CI/CD pipeline. We've templated those solutions so that a customer can quickly come in, spin up the workload that they need, and go from there.
Okay. Ryan, I talk to a lot of customers every day about cloud. I go speak, to people, CIOs and whatnot, and they're all looking at cloud typically as a way to make their IT more agile. They want to go faster. They want to take advantage of IT in a more nimble kind of a way. But private cloud, is it the same reason? Is it the customers asking for private cloud for those reasons, or are there different reasons? And maybe walk us through an example of a customer that you know of that's sort of already along that journey and why they're using private cloud.
Yeah, so I have a customer that's in the financial services industry, and I've been with them for a couple of years now, and they've consumed nearly every part of this journey that we're talking about. Initially, they started as, let's try we have a rewards program that comes as part of our payments card, and we're really interested in building a platform that we can take to mobile, right, and bring that mobile service into our customers, directly into their hands. And they built an application. It was based on a Rackspace private cloud, and they delivered it out into Rackspace data centers. And then they said, this is working really great. Let's think about other applications. They had particular data classifications and various requirements that came with the next set of applications that they would like to develop, and they wanted to put that into their data center. They had already procured hardware, and they wanted to see what we could do. So we helped them configure that hardware and deliver our service into their data center on their hardware. The next challenge they brought us after that was, well, we have all these high performance requirements. We have a lot of data analytics. We have a lot of really tough work to do that we want to be able to have our data scientists spin up workloads and run these batch operations, but we need a high performance cloud. Can you help us? And so we developed a high performance offering on Rackspace hardware and put it into their data center, and we fully managed the solution from the floor tiles up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're really starting to branch out beyond just sort of the base use cases of a private cloud, but really taking it further and further and trying to modernize the way that they utilize infrastructure in their own facilities. Not just a platform for innovation, but really a platform for everything, essentially. I mean, going forward, they're going to do more and more and more, I would imagine.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yep. So they're looking at being able to keep up with their customers by providing them mobile applications, keep up with their internal users by giving them ability to do, as you said, sort of agile workloads by giving them these high performance analytic capability, and then also meet their data classification and data requirements by having the solution in their data centers.
Yeah, security is one of those that I hear a lot of customers gravitating to private cloud specifically because it allows them to do security without having to change everything. They can adopt a lot of the same security practices and controls that they've had in their own data centers for years and then overlay those on top of that private cloud.
That's correct.
Without a lot of change.
And then give that to their customers in a self-service model is really the key part. So
Right.
it's secure, and I can consume it on demand.
And those customers are internal developers
that's right.
or engineers or architects. So they're really trying to give those cloud-like, public cloud-like capabilities to that internal
That's right.
group of users that really need that access.
Yeah, and broader, more thematically, nearly every enterprise that I talk to wants to become a service broker or service provider back to their business.
Right.
And that's why they look to someone like Rackspace, who has world-class customer service, managed service experience, and they look to us and say, how can I give that to my customers?
So we should just make sure and remind everybody that at Rackspace, everything we do comes with fanatical support.
That's right.
And so in the context of a product like this, what does that mean? Does that mean you can call and talk to an engineer, you can call and ask for help? And in day-to-day operations, what does it mean for this cloud? Are we monitoring it, supporting it, patching it, upgrading, all that stuff?
That's right. That's all part of the service. So, and what you get from a customer perspective is you've got a dedicated account manager. You can add the option to have dedicated architects. You got a 24/7, 365 OpenStack expert on the phone anytime, 3 o'clock in the morning. There's a level 2 qualified OpenStack guy that's going to pick up the phone. He can do all the troubleshooting. Monitoring is all wired in and set up into our ticketing systems. We get alerts on the hardware, the software, all of that. We can dispatch and go and do break fix in the customer's environment.
Right. So essentially it makes it so easy for a customer. They don't really have to go and build a team around this. They don't have to build tools to manage and monitor it. We're doing all of that.
That's right. And I mean, I think that the notion of what those world-class services that are in our data centers, just kind of detail that out a little bit. We're talking about our network engineers, our network security team, our backbone engineers, backbone architects, our entire network operations center, our security operations center. All of those things are extending into a customer's data center.
Right. That's
really powerful.
Yeah. Ryan, I want to thank you for coming to talk to us today here on The Breakdown about OpenStack Everywhere and what we're doing. We're really excited about this product. And I want to thank you all for joining us today as well. And join us again soon when we break down the latest trends and technologies here at Rackspace.